Hey everybody, this is Les, aka Sister Slayer, here at the Eternal Con in Long Island. We're in conjunction with It Came From The Radio, and I am standing next to Mr. Rob Taylor of Herofied Art. And I have to tell you that I stopped at this table because this art was just like illuminating. It was like popping off of everything, and I had to stop and interview you. Tell me a little bit about this art. I know that you deal with metal, so kind of explain to me how you started doing that and putting the light behind it and everything. This is gorgeous art.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, my art kind of started off, I was a professional photographer for 20 years, and I learned so much about light, portraiture, composition, and color and hue, and these are things that I brought into a field of something that I really, really love to do, which is pop culture. I've always loved movies and enjoyed cinema, so taking my favorite characters and making them the way that I see them in a stylized version was really interesting to me. And as far as the metal goes, we kind of had access to metal prints when I was a photographer, and I decided to, right when I was starting, to bring the metal aspect into my artwork and to print my metal on that, because there's really a zero quality loss between my finished product and the actual physical material. And that's really what all artists are looking for, is to get a really great transfer of their art to a material that suits it. And I really feel like that metal is that for me.
Wow, I would have never thought that. Now, what made you decide to put the light behind it to make it so luminescent?
Yeah, there's actually only a light right on top. And so what that light is doing is just really kind of reflecting off of the metal surface, and it gives it that pop. And you know, I always saw it like that because all fine artwork, it really benefits from some nice lighting to it. And when I decided to light the metal piece, just something magical happened with the colors that I use and with the vignetting that I use on the corners, and the contrast of that material just really lends itself well to that. The lighting and the metal is just my secret sauce for kind of a cool experience for viewing artwork.
Would you suggest that if you actually bought it, that you would buy a light that goes above, or with something that lights it up from the bottom up?
Yeah, I would say from the top down, just like it is probably something that's directional towards the middle of the focal point of the artwork. Really benefits from that. Some people hanging up without even directional light in a well-lit room actually looks good as well. But I do recommend a little bit of light, because it does give it that extra kind of spark for sure.
Now, do you do anything, but do you do more than just, let's say, the pop culture? Do you do anything like, I would say, like, would you ever do a floral? Would you ever do an abstract?
I haven't worked too much in that arena yet, in those genres, but pop culture is kind of always just something that really has interested me, and that's where I started off, and it's kind of it's gone you know, on a path towards that throughout my entire art career so far. People just keep on you know, wanting more and more and more, so I find myself with a steady a stream of flow of work for sure.
Let me ask you, out of all of these, what would you say was the most difficult one that you had to do, and what was your most favorite one?
Out of these ones that are up, so you could kind of point to it. I mean, I'm a big Boba Fett fan, so I really enjoyed you know, working on this one. Technically, you know, there's several that, I mean, the Black Panther was an interesting layout for me. I really enjoy that one. In order to get it to flow from piece to piece and to get it to match up perfectly was kind of an interesting challenge for me, and it's the piece that I'm very proud of. I really enjoy focusing on it at, I put it right in the middle at shows, and people just really seem to connect with it. So
yeah, and this is the purple, just a little bit, and the mysticism behind it, and the panthers in the background with the lights coming through the panther's eyes. Oh my God, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely find it, that part of the movie was very inspiring, that dream sequence. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wanted to represent that piece in my stylized format. So
now where are you going to be next? Where can we follow you next? I know you're here tomorrow, but where are you going to be next? You know, you're a New Yorker, or are you?
I'm actually from Connecticut, but I do shows in New York. I'm here this weekend at Eternal Con. Next weekend I'm in Seattle for Ace Comic-Con in Seattle. The following week after that, I'm going to be at Foxwoods Casino in Connecticut. So July is a lighter month, but I have 3 more shows, Boston Comic-Con, and you know, several others. You can actually check out my website for a full event schedule. It's www.herofiedart.com.
Okay, see, that's where we can find him, because that was going to be the next question I was going to say. We're definitely going to make sure that we follow him. And I actually want to, well, we'll talk later, because I want to kind of talk to him about the pieces and how much they are. But let's take a bite out of this beautiful artist, Rob Taylor, and Herofied. If you want to know more about him, follow him on his social media, follow him around the cons, and definitely get yourself a piece of this art. I mean, this is something that would enhance anybody's home. I don't care if it's a superhero. This is gorgeous art. Okay, we'll see you soon.